Hey everybody, it's Bronson and Nick. We're back with another VIgniter webinar, and man, we've got so much to show you and to talk about. We're going to try to cram a lot into hopefully less than an hour, but I promise you it'll be well worth your time because we've got some really exciting stuff to show you. It's been quite a few months, right, Nick?
Yes, sir. We've been hard at work, and it's been a pretty exciting time for us. So, as you know, we launched, and this is a brand new platform. It's always a little bit scary when you're first launching, and we wanted to see, well, are people going to use it? Are you going to come in and take a look and see what it is that you can see? And not only did you do that, but you did that in strong numbers. It's been an incredible experience these past few months to serve you, to learn from you, and to really understand not just conceptually what it is that makes Viseo work, but to understand on every level what it is to work with you. And we just wanted to start off by just saying thank you. This has been a blast. It's been incredible. And the stuff that we're going to show you today is a direct result of these months of watching, working, talking, and thinking about the best way for us to be able to help move the ball forward. And we're very excited to show it to you. And I don't want to steal any of Bronson's thunder, but in a nutshell, I'd say that I'm confident in the work that we've already produced. We were having people share stories of leads. They're sharing stories of orders. They're telling us about all kinds of interesting things that they're doing, and very excited about all the social sharing, and some of the content that has been produced has just been fabulous. Now we want to really take it to the next level and show you with some of the new tools that have been created based on your feedback and feedback of your top leaders, how this can be a day-to-day system that you use to be able to do everything you need to do in your Viseo marketing for your business. And I think you're going to be excited. I know you're going to be excited. Everyone we've shown this to has just absolutely loved it. And I do think we've nailed it. I don't want to put too much pressure on you, B, but honestly, I'm really happy with it. It's been months of work, and I think our team's done a great job collectively. So take us away, man. Show us.
We got a lot of feedback from leaders, and we launched and announced VIgniter on stage in Salt Lake City, and had a great response, and people were excited. But what we kind of consistently were receiving as far as feedback was that people weren't sure how to use it. How do I integrate it into my daily business? We're marketers. We understand that. But network marketers, we had to learn that we needed help. We needed to understand, how can we make VIgniter really something you can't live without on a daily basis? And it's after the new year now, or it's just after Christmas. New Year's coming. We all know that after Christmas, New Year starts, and it's what now? I've got to set high goals. I've got to achieve these goals. What can I do daily to get there? And we really wanted to help you ignite your 2019. We wanted to help you put your Viseo action plan into action with VIgniter. And, I think that VIgniter will now become your new power hour to really help you do what it takes on a daily basis in a small amount of time, but really high focus, laser focus time that's going to get you to your success and get you to where you want to be in reaching your goals with Viseo. We're passionate about Viseo. We're passionate about the products. We're passionate about you. And now we're even more passionate about how we can be an integral part of what it's going to take to get you to success. And not only that, but I think also I've heard a lot of requests and questions on, how do I replicate this for my downline? What can I do to show people this is what I use, this is how I do it daily, you replicate this and you'll have success as well. I think this is something that you can see that is also that component. It's something you can replicate. Not only can you use it, have success, but you can replicate it. And so we're really excited about it. And I think that as you go through this training and this webinar, you'll put the pieces together on how this really is your new daily power hour tool. You log in, you sit down, you spend an hour, you connect with others, you market yourself as far as relationships go. It's not necessarily you're going to be jumping in and selling people every day. We know that doesn't work. We want to build relationships, build strong connections, build trust. And really the goal on the premise of getting started with the new Viseo or the new VIgniter workflows is truly simple, and it's exciting, and it's easy. It's something you look forward to doing. The premise behind it really is today I'm going to brighten someone's day. I'm going to log in. I'm going to find my connections. I'm going to make those connections through social media, text. It could be Facebook, Instagram. But really what you're trying to do to get started is you're brightening someone's day. You're sharing something. You're saying, encouraging message. You're commenting on what's going on in their lives. And you're becoming kind of a light, really. And people respond to that. They gravitate towards that. And now you're becoming someone in their lives that they want to communicate with and they want to connect with. And you'll see how that's done as we walk through these workflows. Nick, anything you want to add to that before we dive into?
I think it's fantastic, man. Let's show.
Cool. All right, great. So I'm going to switch over here to the VIgniter back office. This is new. We've made a lot of changes here. Really what the goal here is, we know that we have beautiful landing pages, we have beautiful marketing images and things like that. But what is it going to take to help people reach success? And diving into it, it was right there in front of us and right there in front of you. It's the Viseo action plan. So how can we make VIgniter really follow, and not only follow, but give you kind of the roadmap? It's going to be your new daily method of operation. What does that entail? What are those components? What are those daily steps I need to be doing to really follow that Viseo action plan? And I think that the goal here was to really augment the Viseo action plan and give you some quick steps to get in, get out, and get your work done on a daily basis that's effective, like I said. The first thing you will see when you log into VIgniter, if you haven't done it already, is you'll have a Viseo action plan and VIgniter workflows set up. You're typically going to see that when you log in. If you've already messed with it, you will be able to edit the setup by clicking this button here. But if you haven't, this is what you'll see first. And this is something that's probably familiar to you. It's the first step in the Viseo action plan, and that's define your dream and determine your why. Now, we can't stress the importance of this enough. We've all heard it before, but what are you doing? What's your goals? Why are you in this business? What are you trying to achieve? Personally, I want more freedom to spend time with those I love and to bless others' lives. I want to be able to wake up and decide what I'm doing today and be the boss of that and be the one who decides, what that is. Your why is really what gets you up and motivates you on a daily basis. This is very crucial. Do not miss this step. Most likely, if you've been with Viseo for a while, you already have this somewhere written down, maybe saved on your computer. If you do, copy and paste it here. If you haven't, then take a moment to write this down. Don't skip it. It is, on a daily basis, we have so much coming at us, and stress and so many things that come at us on a daily basis. And it's really easy to kind of lose focus of what it is I'm doing and why I'm doing it, and am I doing it effectively or not. Those days where you might lose that focus can add up to more days without that focus, more days, and all of a sudden you're not being as productive as you want to in your business. And this why, and understanding this why and seeing this why consistently will help remind you and get you that extra push you need to continue and to drive forward to your goals. Anything you want to add to that, Nick?
Yeah, absolutely. I just want to say and second the motion on how important this is. And for those of you that are kind of trying to piece everything together, so as you define this why, this is front and center to these entire workflows. You're going to see this on a daily basis. And more importantly, for those of you that are wondering, how can I help inspire my downline? How can I help make sure that they know why it is that they're doing what they're doing? This helps with that. Encourage them to put this information in here so that every time that they're logging in, they see front and center, just as the Viseo action plan guides us, know your why, know why you're doing that. And it's very, very crucial. It's completely free form. You can put in whatever it is that's going to motivate you. And then you're going to see it front and center every day during this power hour with VIgniter as you're working on your Viseo business. So it's very important. Can't say that enough.
Yep. Here's some tips here on helping you define it and set it up, but don't miss it. It's important. We're going to move to the next step now, and the next step also follows a Viseo action plan, is goal setting and commitments. This is where you set your income goals. This number will affect what you do on a daily basis. The higher your income goal, the higher production you'll need to perform daily to achieve that goal. If you're trying to have Viseo be your full-time job and your full-time income, obviously there's more work involved. It's a business. You're going to run it daily. If it's just a little bit of money here and there, or if you're just trying to supplement family income with Viseo, obviously it's less work and less commitment. But I know that if you are committed, you work it daily, you do your daily connects. We'll explain more of that later. You're going to watch your success increase alongside your efforts. And it gets easier, and it gets easier over time the more consistent you are, because you have more benefits and results because of it. So do not miss this step as well. It's crucial to the algorithm behind what it is you do daily. Really the focus here is that we're not trying to overwhelm you with all these things you need to do within an hour. We really are trying to give you a very focused snapshot of, here's what I do today. It's quick, effective steps you take, and you log those steps, and you do it consistently. And you're basically, through this process, you're relationship marketing. You're connecting with people. You are brightening people's day by reaching out and communicating in various methods. And then you're keeping track of that. And then the algorithm will then show you who today I need to speak with. Who's the most important and productive people I could be speaking with today, and how can I be communicating with them to get that end goal, that to work towards my why. So
yes, and it's important as well that as you're entering in this information, we don't want you to necessarily feel like you're stuck or something like this. This can be edited as your goals change, as your businesses change, and as you're moving forward. So definitely come up with a number. It's important to the algorithm. It's going to help guide the next steps on what it's going to guide you through. But definitely set your goal, set what you would like to see, and then continue to evaluate that over time. And as Bronson says, and as it says here, we're not making any guarantees with this. Like all goals, the algorithm is designed that based upon what we understand to be conversion rates and conversations and outcomes of those conversations, you'll be set along a path that will help divide this very large, audacious goal for some of you into reasonable daily activities that you can get done in, again, the VIgniter Power Hour as you're moving forward. So go ahead and put a number in now if you're following along, or we can do that now. And Bronson's put in what I would say is a reasonable goal, $150,000 a year as what he's looking at for his Viseo business in our demonstration here. And you'll see how that plays out as we move forward.
Yep. All right, so next is, hey, look, I got an awesome goal. That's great. So in order to achieve this goal, the algorithm is going to tell me that I've got to produce this much work per year. I've got to connect with 275 prospects, 2,175 prospects, 1,305 customers, and 870 brand partners per year. It sounds like a lot, but when you look at the daily, it's not that much. I mean, I've got to connect with 7 prospects a day, and it's connecting. It's hey, how are you? I noticed your kid had a birthday. Hope you guys are doing great. Let's get together sometime. That's an easy connect, and that's done. Now 6 more to go. I mean, it really is something that should be natural and flow with the natural flow of relationships. Customers are people that maybe have come to your VIgniter landing pages and made a purchase, or maybe they've shown interest in your product by filling out a form. That's a customer. That's someone you want to communicate on a different level. And then brand partners. It's crucial that you are getting support, and then you are also supporting others in this business, because it does over time. It can be something where you're maybe falling aside, or you're not really being as productive as you should be. You're not focusing on the right tasks on a daily basis. But having that accountability partner and the success partners is really going to help you achieve higher success. It's just a matter of fact. So connecting with brand partners is crucial. Someone you connect with as far as a brand partner, if they're in a different tree, or there's someone who's maybe horizontally associated, is a different connect than someone who's maybe on your team who you personally sponsor. Someone who's just out there and a brand partner, you might say, hey, you're crushing it, way to go. Let me know if I can support you in any way. Someone who's in your downline is going to be definitely a different connect. Hey, are you doing your daily VIgniter workflows? Are you logging your connects daily? Keep going. Be their cheerleader, root for them, and help them. Really help people motivate and like I said, light up their day. So these are easy if you look at it on a daily basis. 7 connects a day with prospects, 5 a day with customers, and 2 with brand partners. And then we've got ways to grow your list and your communication and your contacts by adding 4 invites per day, and then adding 4 people a day. So these are ways to grow your list. We'll get into more of that later and explain what those are and how you do that. But I assure you, it's easy and it's fun.
And just as a mechanical note as well, you can certainly change these up or down if you would like to. Again, these are recommendations and guidelines. We're not guaranteeing results. This is based off of statistical averages and understanding what happens. But the whole goal is to take this large goal, break it down into reasonable daily items and chunks. And you'll see how this all comes together. So this could be as simple as just clicking next. Again, this is something you can come back and edit if you need to. We want you to be able to get through this process relatively quickly, define your why, define your goal, and then let us show you how you can accomplish that on a daily basis. So feel free to look at the numbers and simply click next on this step, or encourage your downlines to do so that we don't get stuck too much in these details. It comes out together in the dashboard in a very easy to understand way that we'll get to here shortly.
Yeah, what I love about this is, it can be intimidating to think of how much work I have to do to reach that goal.
Oh, yeah.
But looking at it as just a daily basis, I mean, I can do this within a half hour. I think I can connect to this many people right here within a half hour. And then I'm on my way doing other things in my day and my business. But I know that consistency over time, if you're doing the right actions, taking the right steps, working towards the right goal, you're going to have success over time. It's just a matter of consistent effort along the right path, the right activities. So that's the goal here, is to make it not intimidating, make it anybody who comes into the business or who's already in the business say, I can do that, and that'll be even more clear as we show you how that's done. So we're going to move on to the next step here, which is, drum roll, build your list. Who are your top 20 contacts? So the Viseo action plan, build your contact list, is step 3. And this is where we're at in VIgniter. So this portion of building your list, this is very important. These people right here, your top 20, these are the people who are going to answer the phone in a thunderstorm on the side of the road and come to your rescue. These are people I can call right now, and they're going to pick up the phone. Nick is one of them. He's one of my top 20. Right now.
Thanks, B. You're one of mine, too.
Yep. So those people are crucial because they will listen to you. They will talk to you about what's going on in your life and listen to you when you're doing something new and exciting. So this is your top 20 contacts. There's a little button right here that says Memory Joggers. This helps you kind of get the brain going on who those 20 people will be. But these become your 5-star contacts. These are people you want to talk to first. These are people that are extremely valuable as you grow and start to work your business. It's very easy to add one. You just type in their first name. I'm going to add Nick, Jessen. I don't need to add a phone, email, or relationship. I can just add that. Oh, I'm sorry. We required a phone. I'll add a phone. Great. So Nick is now one of my top 20. I can set a relationship status. If I edit him, I can change it to friend, whatever I want to save it as. But it creates that relationship. I can also say brand partner. I could say customer. I could say prospect. whatever I like to add there. I can add his email. And then also I can change a star level, star rating right here on the fly. I think your top 20 are automatically going to be 5 stars. It makes sense. They are your hot list. So do not skip this step. It's very important. Get your top 20 in here. Take a moment, write it down, add them here. You probably already have them. You probably know who it is immediately. But do not skip the step of adding them right here. Once this is done, we'll move on to the next portion of building your list, and that's importing your Facebook contacts. This step here can be a little tricky, but it's actually quite easy if you follow the directions here. You've got to go to Facebook. You've got to go to the top menu, select settings, download your information. And then on your download information page, you select JSON format. You deselect everything but friends, and then Facebook will notify you when your JSON file is ready to download. So basically, it's quite simple. It's a matter of you got to go to Facebook. You've got to follow these quick steps. And then as you're on Facebook, you'll get a little notification that says your file is ready. Once you have that file, you're going to upload it here. We will produce a video here that walks you through it step by step. But as soon as that's available, you'll see it here. Until then, it's pretty easy to follow. I followed these directions on my own, was able to produce the file. So I'm going to create everyone in my Facebook list. I'm going to upload them here and create select a type as a prospect. So they now become prospects. I think that everyone that comes into your list in Igniter when you're adding and building your list should be a prospect by default. We will work on those types as you work the list daily. We can explain that later. But set them to prospects. We're going to browse for my JSON file, and I have it saved on my desktop. Let's see, where's it? Here we go. Save. Oh boy. When they put this
now, while Bronson is doing this as well, we are well aware of the fact that sometimes these things can be a little bit challenging. Please don't ever forget our support staff is here to help. You know, if this is something that we need to jump in and help you with, we're more than happy to. Facebook is very particular about its data. And so this is really the only mechanism that actually does work properly that will allow you to be able to do this on a consistent basis at scale. So you and all of your downline can be able to actually pull all of this information in here. Yep. So if you're running into any trouble, there will be a video here. The instructions are very straightforward here, but even if needed, our support team can help you and hop on to whatever screen share or whatever support that you need to help. And again, if you've entered in your top 20 in the step previous, that by far is the most important step that you can take for your business. We don't want you to spend a lot of time where you're getting stuck in the minutia. The system will be able to help you move forward. Now, if you have Facebook contacts and you're planning on using Facebook as part of your marketing campaign, this is a valuable step. We definitely recommend that you do it. But don't spend a ton of time getting stuck in any of these things without reaching out to our support team or even to your other team members if need be for help. So just want to make sure that we mention that as well here. No need to have any technical issues in understanding pause you in moving forward with your business. The previous step is by far the most important, and this is for those of you that want to get all of your contacts into VIgniter. This is a great way to do that with Facebook. Please continue, B.
Okay, so when you do download your JSON file, it's going to show up as a zip file to wherever you save it. If you save it, so I saved it to my desktop, I unzipped it, and basically I get this folder here, and I get all of these files included. All I need is this friends.json file. If I import that, select it, import it, it's going to import all my Facebook contacts here and save them as prospects. Once that's done, I'm going to hit next and import my Google contacts. This is quite nice because you can just simply log into your Google and you will be able to add them right there by logging into your Google account. So once you've done that, you can basically import that as well, select it as a prospect. You can change it if you like to another category. I still recommend prospects. Everyone just treat them as a prospect and you'll work through it as you go. Ignore duplicates is pre-selected. That way, if you already have that contact imported, the system will recognize that and not create two of the same record. So keep that selected. I think that's important. Once you've done that, you're going to hit import records, and that'll import all of the records. And obviously 0 were imported because I didn't log into Google and do that step. But if you do so, you will see how many records were imported. I'm going to hit next, and we're still building our list. This is a CSV file. A lot of times, if people have been working and collecting leads over time, they will have them in a spreadsheet format, like Excel or something, or CSV. And you're allowed to import that list here as well. Typically, if you do have an Excel file, you can do a file save as and save it as a .csv file. That is basically what format is required here to import those contacts. But now you're able to import also CSV files. So I'm going to say that my CSV file is just from my list because I have that elsewhere. I'm going to save them as a prospect. I'm going to browse that file, import it, and then click this button, Import CSV Contacts, and they are also imported into my contact list. One important note here is that if you're trying to import contacts from your phone and you have an iPhone, for example, you can actually go to iCloud and opt to save them to your Google Contacts. And that's the way to get contacts from your iPhone into VIgniter. Currently, we are working on some other solutions, so that'll be easier down the road. But right now, if you're an Android, I think your contacts are already in Google Contacts, which we've already done that step. So just if you need help with that, reach out to our support or look online on how to actually connect your iPhone contacts with your Google Contacts, and that'll take care of that step. Okay, next step, after that last step, is prioritize your list. So this is where you can prioritize your list. Once I've imported all these contacts, I'm going to have them all showing up right here. And let's say you've imported 2,000 contacts. It's going to take quite a while to prioritize your list. For those who want to, you can quickly search for a contact, make them whatever star they are, and move on. Maybe you know 4 or 5 people that, okay, I know where they're at. I'm going to go ahead and prioritize that list now. You can search here by what source they came in on, what source they are, what domain they came in on if they came in through VIgniter. You can look by tag, their status, whether they're imported, whether they're interested, new, not interested, contacted. You can also sort by country, what type they are, and how many stars they are in order to start rating these people. Now, I personally, I know that as you work your daily VIgniter workflows, you're going to be prioritizing this list automatically on a daily basis in small increments. So it's not overwhelming to sit here and go through 2,000 contacts and prioritize them. That could take quite a while. Don't get stuck here. This is not a critical step at this point with our system. I know that it is part of the VIgniter action or the Viseo action plan, but we will be doing this as we move along. Just lost my window. There we go. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and skip this step now, and we are going to counsel our upline. So this step is important. This is your support team. These are the people that are going to hold you accountable or help you, motivate you to do your daily activities. So this is important. Add a team member is very easy. I'm going to put their name. I'm going to say Nick Jessen. He's my upline, and he is a Triple Crown Blue Diamond. You are the man.
Oh, thank you.
I'm lucky to have you as my support team.
Yes, thanks, B.
He's really not.
No.
So anyways, I'll put him in here, save team member. Now, what's great about this is that this person is now going to be part of my upline who I can counsel with. I didn't see that save. Let me try that again. Nick. And maybe it knows you're not that high.
Yes, there's a validation step for sure.
Maybe it could have been just maybe the email and phone are required. And
well, what I would imagine is that me personally, I've been in here a few different times. So I think I saw that you may have used a previous email that already had me on there. So
okay, cool. Well,
obviously, this will not happen to you as you're coming through the system. It's pretty straightforward. So as you can see with what just happened here, now I'm showing up. There's my rank, email, and phone. But this is a critical step not only are these people very important for you to connect with, but over time, we intend to be able to allow for additional interaction to be able to happen with your upline, helping you to be able to achieve and reach your goals. And that gets pretty exciting. We'll talk a little bit about that when we get to the dashboard here after the setup phase. So definitely make sure that you put those support team members in this step. It's usually only going to be a few different people that you need to put in. And this is an important step for sure, to be able to have that both with the action plan and with the VIgniter system.
Yep. Yeah, this is actually step 8 in your VISEO action plan. We've added it here because the way our system works is we want to put them in here now, because we will also have functionality where you can elect to share your daily activities with your upline. What that means is as you grow your team, you might want to see who's producing, who's logging in, who's doing the activity on a daily basis. Because if you're someone who, as you grow, you're going to be busy. You're going to have a lot of activity happening on a daily basis. You're going to have team members who want to reach out to you as you're seeing success. They're going to want to know what you're doing, and your time becomes very valuable and very limited. If you've got people that are performing on a daily basis, you're going to want to reach out to them and connect with them and help them grow. If you've got people who aren't, maybe they don't get as much as your time, and it kind of becomes an accountability mechanism that really helps you, one, be motivated and active, and two, help share that with others on how to do so. One thing that's great is, we don't want to ever, we want to be encouragers of others. We want to help people and encourage them and kind of become their cheerleader, motivate them in very positive ways. So I think that you use this as a tool to really help people grow and to help them in their activities. If someone's struggling in their business, maybe we can take a look at what are we doing daily. Are we connecting daily? Are we logging our connects? Are we reaching out to customers and talking with other brand partners? If not, let's start that. Let's start that process and let's see what that does. Give it 30 days. Let's see how your business can grow in 30 days. And this is kind of a great tool for that. So yeah, definitely important. Your support team is crucial. I know how it is on a daily basis. Having that cheerleader, having those motivators and people to really encourage you grow is going to be just a really important piece of your business and your business growth. So don't skip this step. Add your support team and hit done. And I think we are finally ready to crush it. We are now on our VISEO action plan activity dashboard.
Now, before we jump in, I just want to say it took us a while to go through and explain every possible scenario in that step. This setup has been designed to be very, very straightforward. It's you and your goals. You can enter in your top 20 contacts and then enter in your upline and your support team at the end and be done. This can be a very, very quick process. We have the import contact step expanded out. So if you really want to get in there and you want to import every single contact you have, you can. And that's definitely a good thing to do. But we definitely want you to understand that setup process has been designed for very simple, starting, brand new to VISEO, brand new to network marketing folks, to be able to use and work with very quickly to get you started and going. And then also for you more advanced folks that have lots and lots of people on your list, lots of different places where those lists may be, to be able to get it all in, prioritize properly. And the whole point is what you're about to see, to put it down to a very simple daily workflow for you, your downline, and everybody that's crucial to your business to be able to execute in a simple, natural fashion, dealing with your daily connects and activities. So it's very exciting. I would expect for most of you, it took us longer to explain this than it will take you to actually complete the process.
Yeah, should be hopefully quick. Get in. They're all crucial steps to make this system work and to make it work for your business. I mean, you guys have a business here. To run a business on a daily basis takes commitment. It takes consistency. It takes dedication, and it takes those steps, setting up the proper foundation in order to get you to this point here, which is the actual workflows. Now, This is it's designed with a lot of different intentions, but at the end of the day, it's supposed to be just a very put the blinders on. I'm going to sit down. What am I going to do today to grow my business? This is it. If you don't do anything else, do this daily, and you will watch and you will see the results of your labor. So real quick, the action plan is up here in the left-hand side. If you click this button, you're actually going to see the Viseo action plan here in VIgniter, and it has different interaction points where I can set up my contact list. I can set up my why. So it's all here digitally. It's all in one place, and you can actually interact with it and set up your VIgniter to really help support your Viseo action plan. So that's a really important piece that I think is important to point out real quick. While we're here, though, this is the Viseo action plan dashboard. My why is right here. Why I'm doing this, that's right there, present.
As promised, front and center.
Yeah, my income goal is here. It's present. I can see, okay, what am I doing this and why am I doing this? Then I see my daily activity, my prospects. How many do I have today? I have 7 left. How many have I connected with? 0. Customers, brand partners, invites, and my ads. So I have 0% completion. And here's where I actually get to work. This is the workflow window. It's pretty easy to use. It may look intimidating at first with all of the things going on, but it's actually quite simple once you have done it a few times. It's easy to get in and get out. As I mentioned before, Nick J was my 5-star prospect that I added. He's also my upline. I just added that just for demonstration purposes, but let's say he's just a prospect. He's my 5-star prospect because he was one of my top 20. So he's going to show up first. I'm going to communicate with him first because it's probably the best use of my time to connect with him. You see that he's a 5-star right here. Here's his name. I can skip this contact. It'll basically create a follow-up in 1 week if I do so, or I can log the connect. Now the connect, like I said, is simply a brighten Nick's day function. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to connect with him. And there's a lot of ways to do that. I can send a Facebook message. I can email him. I can text. I can show the plan, Instagram, Snapchat, LinkedIn, phone call, greeting card, in person, or other. And I can basically define what I did to connect. Let's say I'm going to connect with Nick with a Facebook message. Now, this is a very exciting feature here that we've added. If I click this button here, it'll automatically open Facebook and attempt to find Nick. And I found him right here. I can click on that and log a connect. When I connect with Nick, I'm going to basically message him through Facebook, connect with him through Facebook, comment on his timeline, comment on a post, or send him, whatever it is I use to communicate. I do that action first. That's the actual connection that happens. That's when it takes place. When that's done, I'm going to log it here. So let's say I connected with Nick and I sent him a message. I'm going to say, hey, how was your day? I don't know, loved your post. And I'm going to log that connection. Once that's done, I've connected with Nick and I'm on to the next person, which is me, looks like. He must have been imported as myself. Anyways, but that's the connection that takes place. If you are wondering what to say, how to connect, I've got some scripts right here you can click on. And I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to connect with him on Facebook. So what kind of connection do I have available? What are some ideas? And I can quickly say, okay, if I click on this, it'll actually populate that connect here with his name. Hi, Nick, just stopping by to say hello. How are you? I hope your day is awesome. I can copy that script by clicking this button here. And look, it pastes it automatically right here. Oh, actually, it doesn't automatically. I have to paste it. But I can paste it to this window, and it's basically saving what connection I've produced with Nick. I hit log connect, and it's done. On to the next person. Now I've got 6 people left to communicate with today. It's that easy. I mean, that's the simplicity.
And that's the powerful point too. You have to, oh my gosh, it's just so exciting because now instead of it being this, who do I contact? What do I say? How do I reach out? I've got this massive goal that I want to accomplish. And, it becomes this thing where some days you're just putting in lots of energy and other days you're not. This is just the simple power hour where you literally just go from top to bottom on the list, log the connects here, change star ratings if you need to change star ratings if something has happened to either make someone a hotter prospect or make somebody perhaps a little bit colder in terms of what they're doing. You do it very simply, you log it, and then you move forward every single day. And that list gets smaller each day that you log in. You just click, connect, log, and move forward one step at a time. Very, very, very simple.
Yeah, the system, as you're moving through and you're logging your connects with your prospects, customers, brand partners, it's going to automatically bring them back up in your list at a certain point in the future based on your connection. I'll point out a couple other things here. You can, when you're connecting with them, and you decide that that connection is probably less than a 3-star, I can quickly just adjust that rating right here. I could say he's a 1-star. Now I probably only want to follow up with him maybe once a year, and it's happy birthday. Your birthday's up, happy birthday, and that's the connection that's going to take place with that 1-star. A 5-star, you're going to communicate with a lot more often, and the system will automatically do that for you and bring them up in your daily workflows. Another thing here that's kind of awesome is that if I want to connect with them through Instagram, for example, that button that I showed you earlier that popped up Facebook does the same with Instagram. So right from this dashboard, you can quickly automatically connect with them through different methods. Right here, below this connection definition, or how I'm connecting with them, I can save a URL. So if I pull up someone's actual, I'm going to grab Facebook here, and I'm going to find myself, because that's the name that's up. And it might not actually find, I found it right there. Okay, so I can find this. I can click on this link. It's going to give me a URL, and then I can copy that URL and paste it right there. And then for the future, it'll automatically pop open that URL, so I can quickly communicate with that person. So he comes up on my list. I'm going to say, you know what? Today I'm going to see what's going on Facebook. I'll tell you that doing some investigation, sometimes when you go to their Facebook page and you're looking at their activity, you can see what's going on in their lives. You can see what they're excited about or what's going on. Maybe there's some encouragement you can provide people. So it's a great way to pull it up and look at it, and you'll be able to tell how a good approach is on connecting with them a lot of times. So anyway, saving their URL is helpful because you can quickly automatically pop up that window, make that connection, save that connection here, and log that connect onto the next person. Let's say I said, hey, how are you today? Log that connect, next person. So you can quickly see that it's easy to move through this list. Down here below this window, you can log your invites, because we want to be producing invites as well. That's part of the Visayo action plan, is invite people. Inviting people is, I invite you to dinner, to lunch, to breakfast, greeting card, business opportunity meeting, I shared a video, 3-way call. You can log those as well, and that'll basically store that as an invite and then update your activities as sharing an invite. Most of the connections with prospects, however, are going to be with the goal of brightening their day. You're not trying to sell people every day. Every time you talk with someone, you're not trying to pull them or share a plan or share a product at this stage. It's not appropriate. But connecting with them daily, you're going to find those opportunities. You're going to find those opportunities to share Visayo or share the products or share the business opportunity with people. And that'll happen naturally as you grow trust and grow relationships with individuals. In addition to, we talked about the invites, we talked about the scripts, but we have 2 more action items you can do here. This one right here, the follow-up, allows you to actually schedule a custom follow-up. If you talk to someone on the phone and say, hey, I'm going to call you in 3 weeks, I can set that right here. And it'll basically have that person come up in my workflows within 3 weeks. If I do a custom date, it allows me to schedule that myself. I'll say I'm going to follow up with them tomorrow. And what's also great about this is it syncs up with your Google Calendar. So now on my phone and on the calendar, I can see that I've got some connects today, and then I need to follow up with those people. So that's kind of convenient. The other item here is the resources tab, and this allows you to actually quickly grab a resource from the Visayo resource library, videos, you've got product sheets, you've got all sorts of stuff here that you can share. But if you've been in conversation with someone and you've had an opportunity to talk about a product and you want to, hey, I'm going to send you some information on this product. I think you're going to love it. I can copy this link right here and I can immediately share it to, email, text, Facebook Messenger, and basically paste that. I shared this resource. I could log that connect. So it's just quickly, a quick way to grab something and share it with someone. Outside of this window here, you've got your activity. So I can see that this person here has received a text message and a new lead welcome email from the system. So I can already see what activity this person has received in the past. And it helps me intelligently communicate with this person and how I'm going to connect with them. Maybe there's an opportunity here that if they've received a text message or something, that I can follow up with that and mention it. In addition to the activities, you also get the person's details. This is a closer look at who this person is. You can set their tree position. If I click edit, I have to edit this customer. I can see their phone number, email, their address, things like that. And also notes. I can add notes on any contact that I have. If I want to, if I notice some important information I want to save for later, just to remind me and refresh my memory, I can save notes here. They're just, help me to continue to communicate intelligently with our prospects. In addition to this window here, just as a side note, we have the Visayo Action Plan workflow as a reminder already here. Contact, invite, show the plan, follow up, counsel, upline. And if you click on these, it pulls up a quick description on what that is and what it means. So that's always ever present. I think that a lot of people will appreciate that because they know the Visayo Action Plan works. They know if people follow it, stick to it, they'll have success. And we want to just take every opportunity to remind them what that is and how they can utilize it and how to use the workflows. So in a nutshell, that is basically what I'm doing daily. You'll notice here that I've been only working on talking about prospects. When I log in every day and do my VIgniter workflows, I'm going to start with prospects. You're going to move left to right. First prospects, work through this list. I'm going to go to my customers. I'm going to work through this list. I'm going to go to brand partners, work through this list, and then do my follow-ups. You want to spend most of your time, the first amount of your time, if you do anything else, is prospecting. That's probably the most important here as you grow your business. You want to complete everything every day. I think that it can be done within an hour or less, depending on your income goal, obviously. But really, this is what I'm going to do every day. I'm going to log in. If I don't do anything else and I just do these things, I'm going to get myself out there. I'm going to be building relationships. I'm going to be communicating with others. I'm going to be brightening people's days and getting motivation, and know that on a daily basis, I'm working towards my goals. I'm working towards my why and my income goals with just this simple workflow. I don't have to do anything else. I know that I can be successful by following this plan. Now, there's obviously a lot of other things out there and things you can do to enhance and grow your business. But I know that just doing this as a new brand partner, I feel like I can be successful by following this because I can do it. I can do it. It's simple, it's quick, and it makes sense to me. And it gives me instruction and guidelines on what and how I can be connecting. And you'll see as you do this daily, if you go over here to totals, I can actually see all of the activities that I have done. I can see my connects, my invites, my follow-ups, my ads, shares, follows, friend requests, comments. And in addition to this, right here, I can add income. So let's say I've been doing this for 30 days and I've got a check from Visayo and I'm so excited. It's my first Visayo check. I'm pumped. I'm going to add it right here. And what's great about this is as you grow your activities and you add your income, you'll see the results of your activities. You'll see that consistency and doing stuff that's effective consistently over time is really going to help you visualize, and you'll be able to see that result from your activities. Back to the dashboard here, below this Visayo Action Plan workflow is we've got this social media section here. Part of your daily activities include, it should be growing your list, adding to your list, getting more contacts in, new fresh contacts to communicate with. And we do that by way of friend requests, following others, sharing and posting stuff that's online, and commenting on other people's activity. Doing these few things here will help grow your reach and grow your list. And these are part of the Paseo action plan. Once you've gone through your prospects, customers, brand partners, logged your connects, you're going to come down here and you're going to knock this out as well. You're going to complete your friend request follows. You're going to log these as you do them. To do so, if I log a friend request, I simply go to Facebook and I say, oh, I've got 5 people recommended to be my friends. I'm just going to go ahead and friend request them. That's logging 1. You can do it right there 3 times. They usually have it recommended for you. I can log 3. Boom, boom, boom. I've completed my friend request for the day. And let's say I go and I found someone that I'm going to follow. I'm just going to log that follow. Do that 3 times. Depending on your income goals, this will all change on the recommended numbers. And as Nick said earlier, you can customize this number, and you can increase your goals or decrease it if you don't have enough time to do this in a day.
You simply just hit the Edit Daily Goals button in the upper right here in this section. And I hope you're also seeing the percentage complete. You've got each individual section has a percentage complete. You got a percentage complete on the Add New Contacts, and then you've got your percentage complete up at the top with your prospects, customers, brand partners, invites, and ads. So at the end of the day, you log in and you get to 100% complete each day, and you've accomplished what it is that you need to accomplish to be able to reach your goals and to move your business forward on a day-to-day basis.
Yep. And in addition to this section that you've seen here, we've learned that a lot of people are asking for posts to share on their walls and their pages that aren't product and business related, that they are simply motivational in purpose. And so with this section here that says shares and posts, this is where I'm going to be sharing something. I'm going to be posting something myself. To be successful with online social media marketing, if you're constantly posting stuff about products and business, you're going to kind of become a dull noise over time. Pretty quickly, I think people catch on to that. So you want to be posting a lot of personal stuff. You want to be posting business stuff, motivational stuff. Maybe to 1 post to every 15 should be product and opportunity related. So that means 15 posts should be something else that is maybe more motivational or inspirational or even personal in nature. So right here, we've added new social media posts that you can share that are simply uplifting. It's a way to brighten someone's day. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. It's a great quote. But those are quickly available to share and then log. So it's really simple. I can just click share. I can share it to any of these social networks. I'm going to hit Facebook, and it's going to allow me to create a post to share, which I can then log later. So there we go. I'm going to say something about it and then share it. And then what will happen is that social post will actually link back to the We Are Paseo video. So as someone hits this, they sees this inspirational quote and they click on it, they're going to see that We Are Paseo video, which I personally really enjoy. It's exciting. It's motivational. It's inspirational. It makes you kind of want to be a part of what's going on with all that's going on with Paseo. So that page also has a lead gen form on it that then when someone fills it out, it actually becomes a lead here in your workflows. So that's another important thing to point out is, VIgniter has all these wonderful landing pages. Not only these product pages, but there's business pages coming. There's even more product pages coming. But as you're sharing these out there and someone hits your page and they fill out the form on these pages, they then become part of your workflow in your customers, your customers list right here. So you'll see those start to show up. And you'll be able to see what activity and information they've already received from our system automatically. So it is another way to just grow and add to your list on a daily basis. As I said, you've got all these new images. We've got a lot of beautiful stuff, product related. We've got business related. We've got inspirational. One other section that we're talking about adding very shortly is in high engagement posts. It'll be a section that has posts that are simply meant to get a lot of shares and likes. and really not go anywhere as far as leading them to somewhere other than just to get high activity and allowing you to have more conversation with others and give you more stuff to share and whatnot. So look for that soon. That's coming. Nick, is there anything that we need to cover further than this? Do you think we've covered everything?
Boy, it's such a big feature and such a big update that I feel like we've covered everything we need to. There are support articles, there's documentation, there's videos that will be added into each of these steps. What I definitely want to make sure everyone on the webinar understands is that at the end of the day, even though there is a lot here, we want to make sure that it's simple, that it's easy for you to set up your contacts, set up your upline and your information in your goals, and then come on in, work left to right, top to bottom to log those meaningful connects. Now, we said this from the beginning with VIgniter. I remember when we were at convention, we posted that the most important thing about this business is you. Everything that we've built here has been based on your feedback. It's been based on trying to help you be the best you that you can. We know sometimes you get stuck with what to say, so we have scripts. We know sometimes it's hard to keep track of all this information, so we have allowed for you to be able to keep track. We know how hard it can be to see how big of a goal you have and to try and break that down into daily steps, and we've done that for you here as well. What can't be replaced is how you choose to use these tools that we've worked so hard to provide. At the end of the day, make sure that you are authentic as you are connecting with people. Make sure that you are caring for them the same way that you would want to be cared for. Make sure that as you're moving forward, that you are genuine and trying to help them reach their goals as you are reaching yours. And you'll find that as you log these mechanisms, as you sit down day by day by day, that you see the results of all of that genuine effort as you're moving forward. And this helps organize it. It helps break it down. It helps add all of the wonderful posts that Bronson and his team have worked so hard to create, and they are beautiful images, easy to share, and they're not just about the products. They're about the products, they're about inspiration, they're about engagement, and there's more and more and more of them coming, to landing pages that are beautiful, that are linked properly. All of these tools are here. Don't get overwhelmed. If nothing else, go ahead and come in, try to use it in a very simple manner, left to right, top to bottom, reaching out to people. And as you do that, as you continue to simplify this and work in a way that best suits you, we've tried to accommodate every possible way that you can do that by putting the Visayo action plan into action in this software in a way that doesn't exist until now. And that's all based off of your feedback and Visayo's feedback to make that possible. So I know it's been a little bit of a longer training. There's a lot here, but you'll find it really does come down to some very basic steps with next, left to right, top to bottom, and then meaningful interactions and meaningfully sharing, putting yourself and your story out there to attract the people that are going to come in and help you build your business and participate in the products and the experiences that you've participated in that mean so much to you. So
now here's what's great about this too. As you work this and you see your success, you work the system, you're going to learn how to use it. What I think makes very successful brand partners is their ability to replicate what they do as they achieve success. Yeah. And I think that this is something you can say, look, go into VIgniter, get pro, and utilize the tools, utilize the daily workflows. If anything else, you have a lot of other things you can use here. VIgniter's growing, and the features are growing, and obviously there's a lot more to it than just the workflows. But if you do one thing, do this and do it consistently, and share it with others. Share with others your success. And I mean, I think that you'll agree that as you work this, you'll see how it's impacting your business, how it's impacting your life, the quality of your life, your relationships, and quite a bit more. So we are excited. I mean, it's going to be a big 2019. I hope everyone sees how this is going to help them. This is kind of the roadmap. You know, it's 2019, New Year's coming, and it's like, what do I do? I know I want to be successful. I know I want to grow my business. That's my goals. Addition to probably health goals. I mean, there are lots of goals happening with the new year. But when it comes to growing your business, what do? Do this. Just do this. Give it 30 days. Log in. Try it for 30 days. And if you're not seeing success, I'll be shocked. But let me know about it. I can guarantee that if you're working it, you're going to have some great success. And don't forget to counsel your upline. There are so many great leaders in Viseo. I mean, we meet them all the time, and just everyone I meet, I just just impressed with in so many different ways. And I know that they are there to help you. They're there to reach out with you and counsel you to really help you see your success. They've done it. They're there for a reason. And if you're active and you're seeking and you're hungry to grow, they're going to be there to support you. So utilizing the tools, counseling your upline, follow the Viseo action plan. You can see it's here at VIgniter. I mean, you got it. This is it. This is what you needed. I hope that you achieve levels of success that you've only dreamed of. And we want to be a part of that. We are so excited to be there to support you and to help you grow. As you see, we are a company, we are a group of individuals who really listen to what you have to say, who want to understand how we can make your lives better, more successful, have to be more effective on your daily activities. And we love to hear feedback. We love to hear what we can do better to help you grow. And that's what we are aimed at doing, is helping you grow personally, business-wise, in so many different ways. So I think we're going to wrap up the webinar. If there's nothing else, Nick, I appreciate your time, and I hope that everyone's just as excited as we are to get these tools. It's very simple. Log into VIgniter. If you're not pro, hit upgrade, and you now have all of the action plan and workflows available to you immediately. And yeah.
Let's ignite 2019, guys. We're excited, and we look forward to hearing back from you as we're building towards a great convention, and we'll see you there.
Yep, see you there.
Thanks.